Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the daily market update. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, click on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video here. So we are about to zoom into a new trading day. All right, we've had Monday, we've had Tuesday. All right, yeah. So we are about to zoom into a new day, and trust me, it's going to be a very volatile day. All right, it is going to be a very volatile day because as you can see, we have CPI coming off. All right, yeah. So CPI, core inflation rate, month over month for the month of May. We have CPI for the month of May. We have inflation rate month over month for the month of May. We have core inflation rate year over year for the month of May. We have inflation rate year over year for the month of May. Then we have the ECB Gunda speech as far as the Eurozone is concerned. Then we have Fed interest rate decision. Then you have FOMC economic projections. Then you have Fed press conference. All right. Yes, I would like you to watch this video through to the end, because at the end of this video I'm going to give you a tip on how to trade inflation rate news. All right, I'm going to give you a tip on how to trade inflation rate. I've always been telling you that so far as high impact news are concerned, do not enter the market before the news release. You can see, let me tell you something. Today, a lot of accounts will be blown. You know why? Because most traders, are careless. All right, most traders are greedy. Most traders do not observe proper risk management, even during a very high impact news day. All right, today is very unusual. All right, that's why I'm expecting a very high impact news to happen. Why am I saying this? We don't normally have, or if you've been trading for some time now, you notice that we don't normally have inflation rate and then interest rate announcement coming together, or we having these two major news releases on the same day. It's so unusual. All right, yeah. So today I'm really expecting a very volatile market. All right, but watch this video to the end. I'll share with you how you can properly trade the inflation rate. All right, yeah. So make sure you stay tuned through to the end. Yeah. So that is the high impact news you're expecting to see on the market so far as a new trading net, the Wednesday, June 12, 2024 is concerned. For the interest rate, it currently sits at what 5.5%, and they are looking at what maintaining the interest rate. So let's see what happens in there. All right, the inflation rate is in the morning session of the New York, and then the Fed interest rate announcement is in the afternoon session of the New York session. All right, so you take note of that. So let's get into our chat and see what is happening. Yesterday I made you aware that and in my weekly market outlook too, I've made you aware that I'm expecting price to retrace a little bit to the downside before we see a move to the upside. All right, so just as you can look at something here, right after this impulse move, we've had a what we are still seeing price pushing to the upside, but the rate at which price is pushing to the upside is reducing. All right, you see, right after this large candle, we had an impulse move to the upside, which was smaller than the previous impulse move we had. We had another impulse move to the upside, which is smaller than the previous impulse move. All right, so just as you can see, the rate at which price is moving to the upside is reducing, and that should tell you that we are about to see a change in trend. All right, this time around for a short term. So going into Wednesday, I want to see price push. All right, give us a very huge move. All right, as a result of the high impact news that is coming up, see a move to the downside. All right, as a form of retracement on the daily time frame. Then finally we see a continuation to the upside. So going into Wednesday, I want to see the dollar index push to the downside. All right, to fill up the zone. All right, and then we see a push to the upside. Yeah, so you take note of that. All right, Yeah, so we have this block right here. All right, that price is likely to what, to come into it. All right, a price is likely to come into, then we see a push to the upside. So that's going to be my expectation so far as going into Wednesday is concerned. Yeah, so that is just that for the dollar index. Let's look at what is happening on AUD/USD. Yeah, so for AUD/USD, just as I made you aware in my previous market update, all right, so I'm expecting AUD/USD to push to the upside. Then we see a push to the downside. But let's switch to the 1 hour and see how the market has been performing so far on a daily basis. All right, yes, you see how price is moving. I'm still expecting to see a push to the upside, then we see a pull to the downside. All right, yes, so going into Wednesday, that is going to be my expectation. All right, I want to see price push up to fill up the impulse move that was created on Friday. Then finally we see a push to the downside. So that is going to be my expectation so far as AUD/USD is concerned. Yeah, so that is just that for AUD/USD. Let's go what is happening on USD card. Yeah, so for USD card too, I'm expecting to see price push to the downside. All right, to fill the impulse move that was made on Friday. All right, so just as you can see, we've seen price meandering around the weekly open price. I want to see price trade below it, filling up this impulse move. Then we see a push to the upside. All right, yeah, so I'll wait for that to happen, then I'll enter into the trade. All right, yeah, so that is just that for USD card. All right, that is just that for USD card. Let's look at what is happening on Euro card. For Euro card, I was expecting a bullish stance. All right, I was expecting a bullish stance for Euro card, and my focus was this gap, and that price should violate the gap, then close above it, then we see a push to the upside. But as at this time, or the time of this recording, we've taken out this low right here, and looking at how things are going, price has closed below this low. All right, yes, we've seen price closing below this low, and so I'll now expect to see price continue to push to the downside, unless we see price coming back up here and closing above this zone. That is where we see price push up. But so far as price is moving, I'll expect to see price push down. All right, yes, but if we should look at the daily, I want us to look at what is happening on the daily time frame. If we should look at the daily, this zone right here still holds price. It's still holding price. All right, yeah, so that means your sell opportunity should be short term. All right, it can only be long term when you see this zone violated. All right, yes, it can only be long term when price if price should violate it, close below it, then you see a push to the downside. But if it happens that we see price push up, all right, and then close above the zone, then definitely this zone is going to serve as a support, and we see price push up into this gap right here, of which if we should measure to see the number of pips, that is about 70 pips, which is very good for a day trade. Yeah, so that is that for Euro card. All right, that is that for Euro card. Let's look at what is happening on Euro AUD. For Euro AUD, price is also still trading within the zone right here. All right, Let's switch to the 4-hour. Yeah, so this is the 4-hour. All right, price is still trading around the zone. So I want to see this formation. All right, then a push up, or price what pushing down below it, closing below it, then you see a push to the downside. All right, then you see a push to the downside. So any one of these, once I see it, that is how I'm looking forward to trade it. So take notes, be very careful how you see things on the market. All right, yes, until I see this, I'm going to fold my arms on this, on the pair. All right, yeah, so take note of it. All right, because as it stands now, we don't have so much clarity as to where price wants to move to. All right, but if price should move up, close above the zone right here, I'll take what buys. If price violates the zone right here, close below it, I'll take sells. So take note of that. That is just that for the euro zone. All right, yes, and now to what I promised to make you aware of. All right, that is the CPI. I'm repeating it again. Do not enter the market before a high impact news release. It is not the best practice as a trader or as someone who wants to be making money consistently on the market. All right, it is not the best practice to do. You always find yourself at the wrong side of the market. If you do that, you always find yourself at the wrong side of the market. What do you want to do as far as inflation rate is concerned? Whenever an inflation rate news is being released, wait for 30 minutes or 1 hour. So between 30 minutes and an hour. All right, so let's say the news is released at 8:30 a.m. or yes, 8:30 a.m. New York time. The right direction begins to unfold from 9:30 to 10 a.m. New York time. All right, it happens most of the time. It happens most of the time. All right, yeah. So as soon as the news is being released, the move you see is most of the time manipulations. All right, one thing that most of you don't understand is that, or don't know, is that the big banks, before they make a move, they will need a what? They will need some form of what? Liquidity. All right, they will need some form of liquidity, and so they will make a fake move. All right, so that once they make that fake move, people or traders or retail traders will think that yes, this is where the market is going. So they'll be tempted to it, or they will just be led to also follow suit. And before you know, the market will turn against you, and you won't understand why you saw a market moving to a certain direction, and all of a sudden you saw it changing direction. All right, yes, always, if care is not taking you, you think that the market is against you, but it's not. All right, it's about knowing how these big banks or how these big players react on the market. Do you get it here? So most of the time, the first move is always manipulation. Most of the time, it's always manipulation. All right, you see the real move after the what? After the first move. All right, and then the actual move always happen, especially with high impact news. It happens 30 minutes to 1 hour after the what? The news release. So if the news was released 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, all those who entered at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time have a higher chance of what? Of losing their account or losing their money. All right, the real move begins from 9:30 to what? To 10 a.m. Eastern time. So you take note of that. All right, yes, so that is the tip I promised you I'll give you. All right, yeah. So that is just that for the daily market update. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, do also click on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. The link to my Telegram community is in the description box below. Click on it and be part of the Clairvoyant Traders Telegram community. My Telegram ID is also in the description box below. If you want to have a chat with me, if you want to have a conversation with me, trading wise or trading related, don't hesitate to get in touch with me. All right, check out the ID and then let's get talking on Telegram. All right, yeah. So that is just that for the daily market update. I wish you all good luck and good trade. Peace.